Let's try this. I need one of you guys just to, again, I won't look, but I need you to think of a card. So one of you guys just call stop for me, okay? Right there? All right, look at that card. I won't look. You guys got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll close the deck. Look, nothing funny. I'm still looking away, and I'll give it a shuffle. I would actually let you guys shuffle if you were here, because I really don't want to know what this card is, all right? I need you to just think of a card. So yeah, just call stop wherever you'd like.
Stop.
Right there? All right, take a look at that. You got it?
Yeah.
All right, and I'll close it. Nothing funny, and I'll start to shuffle it, because I would let you shuffle if you were here. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to do it, and you're going to have to trust me. I'm going to get you to do something pretty easy. I just need you to memorize this whole deck in like 5 seconds. You think you can do that?
Yeah,
easy, for sure.
All right, so I'm gonna run through them. I won't go too quickly, but just try your best. I know it's tricky. All right, the last few. All right, you guys got the deck? You know the order?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's fantastic. Okay. I'm going to keep the deck in view the whole time so you guys see nothing's going to change, or I'm not going to do anything, right? I'm going to get you to actually try to memorize this deck. No, pretty easy, right? No, but you got about 20 seconds or so, but I'll just go through it, get you to try to memorize it. Do your best, all right?
Okay.
All right, they're the last few. All right, and now I'll just hold this deck in view so you see we don't do anything else with it for the rest of this. Whoever has a phone, one of you guys pull out a phone for me.
Yeah, I got it.
Can you go to your calculator? Perfect. Okay, so what I want you to do is just keep multiplying that number by random single digit numbers, whatever you want, until you get somewhere in the millions. Once you get in the millions, just stop, okay? Think of any one of those numbers that's in your big number. Any of the digits, just think of it. Any of the single digit numbers, just think of it in your mind, okay? You got it? Okay, so you guys are remembering the card, and now you remember the number you're thinking of, okay? Can you take your phone out for me, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
And just open your calculator. Now, can you just keep multiplying that by single digit numbers? Anything you want, just random single digit numbers. So times 6, times 7, times 8, until you get a number, let's say in the millions, okay? And once you got that, let me know.
All right.
So I want you to just think of any single one of the digits in that number. Okay, just any one of them you want. Just think of it in your mind, all right? And remember that. So now just remember that number and remember the card. That's all you need to remember for now. But this is the moment, I'll be honest with you, when we get to the end of this trick that you're going to come back and you're going to be like, what the hell? Like, how did this work? Because you could have picked any one of those numbers, right? This deck has been in sight the whole time, right? Let's think about this just before we get to the craziness. You guys are just thinking of a card. I don't know what it is. You took the deck, you gave it a shuffle, the deck was all mixed, and now you typed in a bunch of random numbers. You're at another random number, just a ton of randomness. Now you're just thinking of a number. I don't know the number and I don't know the card. I'm gonna start dealing cards down, okay? When I get to the number that you're thinking of, don't even tell me the number. Just when I get to the card at that position, just say stop, okay?
All right. Stop.
Right here. Number 3. You're thinking of 3. And what was the card you guys had in mind?
Yeah. The Jack of Hearts.
Jack of
Hearts.
Oh my god! You're fucking crazy.
Wait, how did you? Dude, you're crazy, man. Wait, that's actually insane, bro. That's actually
I
insane.
appreciate it, boys. You have a digit in mind and a card in mind. I don't know the number and I don't know the card, okay? Watch this. I won't do anything. You have a card that you're merely thinking of. The deck was shuffled. You picked the number. I don't know what number you're thinking of, and that's it. I'm not even going to ask you the number. I'm not going to ask you the card because I really don't want to do anything fishy. All I'm going to do is start counting down, and when we get to the number that you're thinking of, just say stop. Okay? Make sense?
Okay.
Right here. So you're thinking of the second card, number 2.
Yeah.
And what was the card you were thinking of?
8 of diamonds. Dude, that's sick. That's
The 8 of diamonds, man. You must have really had that deck memorized, bro.
that was nice.
All right, let's say you're playing poker, right? And you want I guess I should show you. These cards are just regular, all different. Can you see that okay?
I'm examining the hell out of each card right now.
Here, one by one. But anyway, let's say
Alright,
you wanted
alright.
a four of a kind, right? What four of a kind do you want? Let's say if we're playing this poker game.
Go big or go home. Show me some aces.
All right, so here's what we'll start with. We'll start seeing the four aces, and I'll put them each in a different spot in the deck. You can see that, yeah?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
All right, cool. So I'll just push those guys into the middle, and here's what we'll do. Let's imagine we're playing a poker game now. So I got room for, let's say, 4 or 5 seats. How many people are playing?
3.
3? Okay, so I'll be 1, and then there'll be 2 and 3. Okay, where are you sitting?
Your left. Not my left. Yeah, there. Okay, I'll be sitting over there.
So you want to be in the first position.
First position.
All right, watch this, bro. I'm going to pick up the deck. I'm not going to do any fancy shuffles. We saw those aces go in. That's it, all right? Well, there's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's our 2 card hand. I'll keep those on screen. I'm just going to move them so we have enough room for the cards in the middle. Okay, so then we
Alright,
burn.
I'm watching good.
And we turn. All right, we turn. And we turn. Oh, would you look at that? There we got 1 ace. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, and then we
All right.
burn, turn, burn,
Alright.
and you rivered the other ace. But none of this matters, right? I have the queen 3, so nothing special. Over here we got 5, 7.
5 and 7.
And this only matters if you got the other 2 aces.
I know you're cheating somehow, bro. You either work at one of those like resorts or something. There was no way the cards were on deck like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know you put them separately though.
Yeah, I did. I
gotta
put
make sure.
Yeah, put those glasses on. We'll keep going. But here's the thing, bro. So, no, very honestly, everything you're seeing is real, and I could do this in a real card game. If you play a lot of poker, one thing you'll know that we didn't do was cut the cards before I dealt.
Yeah.
Because cutting the cards is one of the hardest things to get around if you're trying to cheat. Because let's say you're shuffling and you have the ability to stack the cards, right? And you get all 4 aces to the top. Well, if someone cuts them, then that's it. There goes all your hard work. It's really the hardest thing to overcome. And so what you got to learn to do is negate the cut. So basically make that cut like it never happened, right? So you see those 4 aces on top. So now watch this. Watch very carefully, bro. I come in and I cut, and you'll see the 4 aces all the way for the last minute that they're pushed in the deck. But because I know how to negate the cut, the 4 aces actually stay on top.
Yo, you definitely just messed my eyesight up right now. I probably need new prescriptions. Didn't you just cut it up though?
I did, bro, and that's what I mean about negating the cut. Let me take it a little bit of a step further, all right? Now, the other thing with that's a little not exactly how it would go in a real card game is that I wouldn't cut the deck if I was dealer, right? I would pass it to my right, and they would cut the deck. So I wish you were here because I would actually let you cut the deck, but unfortunately you'll just have to trust me. So here's how I'll prove it to you. I'll drop the aces on top, and as openly as I can, I will cut them and square the cards. And just in case you don't believe me, they're not on top right now. I'll actually prove to you the 4 aces right here in the middle of the deck, and I close it and I square just like that. Fair? All right, we'll put the cards down like this and watch. Like I said, this is the most difficult part. Someone else cut the deck. They hand it to me to deal, but hopefully I can negate that cut.
Yo, that's some sleight of hand right there.
That's exactly what it is, bro. It's all sleight of hand.
That's like that's like 100% sleight of hand because I know for sure you just cut it, and I'm like looking at your left hand, trying to make sure you're not moving it, like trying to distract me.
No,
and like
yeah.
I did not see you at all put those cards there.
The last thing I'll show you quickly is, you know, this stuff's all great when I'm handling the cards. I'm gonna try this. This is very difficult and it might not work, but I'll take those 4 aces and just like the beginning, I'll place each one at a roughly, you know, a random different spot in the deck. Push those into the middle.
Alright.
Here's what I'll try. I'm gonna try to stack this deck just in the action of a single overhand shuffle, okay? So what I mean by that is I want to be able to stack those aces from somewhere in the deck into specific positions so I can hand out the deck to someone else to deal. And I want to do
Alright.
all of that by just making it look like I'm doing a regular overhand shuffle, just like this, all right? So I just give the cards a shuffle and keep going here. See, it's quite difficult, but we'll see how this goes. It gets quite messy, and then of course we cut the cards. So now I hand it out to whoever. Let's say you're the dealer and you know how to do what I just did. Let's see if this works.
All right.
So I'll flip we'll play a 4-card hand. I'll flip, and I'll very fairly take the top card each time. So let's see if this worked. I'm not too sure because it's very difficult. But I mean, again, that should have looked like a regular overhand shuffle. But again, if you have these skills, you should be able to perfectly stack the aces into your hand. And
The other way around.
anyone could have dealt that. That's the crazy thing. So you can kind of do this sort of sleight of hand thing without even having to have the deck in your hand, which is kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yo, you have to be on some type of like next level sleight of hand, some freaking, I don't know, bro. You probably have a PhD to be doing this.
That's funny, bro. I want to try a little bit of a story to start, actually, if you guys don't mind. So the story goes a little something like this. There was this old magician back in the day, and he was once shuffling cards face up and face down and shuffling them all together, right? And making the deck like super chaotic. And then someone asked him like, yo, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, like, wouldn't it be cool if I could snap my fingers and all that mess could be fixed except for one selected card? And the guy was like, yeah, that would be crazy. So let's imagine for a sec, I guess, what that might look like, right? So if we take, I don't know, let's say about half the deck and we'll flip it face up, right? So we got the face up cards and the face down cards, and we kind of shuffle them face up into face down. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. And now I'll show you guys. That's a nice shuffle. Now you heard them shuffle, but I'll show you that they're also shuffled. Quite a good mix of cards, right? So we got cards face up, face down, face up, face down, face up, face down. It's really just a crazy mess. Like, you can really see that this is a good kind of mix of all different cards, right? Now we need a selection. So can just one of you guys call stop really quickly on one of these face down cards? Anyone, it doesn't matter. Just anyone. Quick. This one right here? All right, so I'll leave that there. So just keep in mind, you could have had this one, you could have had this one, really any of these face down cards, but that's fine. So I'll just show it to you. I'll look away. I mean, it's not super important if I see it, but I will look away just so you guys get it. You see that?
Looking.
You can see it? Remember it?
Yes.
All right, and now I'll literally just put it right in the deck so I can't cheat, and I'll close it up. It's not sticking out the back, nothing like that, all right? So we just put that card in face down, right? This deck's so chaotic, we can put this one in face up. It really doesn't matter, right? We got face-to-face cards, more back-to-face cards. I'm sure we got back-to-back cards, face-to-face cards. The point is the deck is really crazy. But if we go back to that story I was telling you, what was it that he said? It was like a snap of the fingers and all the cards would fix besides one, right? So let's see how he did. And if we look, I don't know if you guys can see, is it showing up okay? They've all fixed, but if we get down here, there's one card that didn't. And I'm gonna assume that was your guys' card, yeah?
That was good.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys.